All right. Good. Well, it's afternoon now. Um, had a bit of a family issue to take care of this morning and had to cancel and cut on you guys this morning. So I apologize that, but I'm recording this out so you guys have something to see tonight and have something to look at for the weekend. So here it is. Welcome to the Hurley Investments Trade Findings and Adjustments of July 29th. I really just wanted to follow up real quick on First Solar, and other than that, I just wanted to uh, come out and say there's not a trade that I have for you today, and I wouldn't recommend putting on trades right at the moment with our market, and I'll explain why. But first Solar, this was the one we had last week where we put this on Kevin's little account here. We put it on for about 12.52. Let me check over here and see where we got filled. 12.83 is where we ended up getting filled. I had to set a limit in and just got it in towards the end of that day last week on, what was that, the 22nd? 12.83 is where we got filled. It's up slightly from that point, was up higher. I think. We look at the chart on First Solar. So maybe it was pretty close. It was lower and then has come back up a bit into earnings. And just wanted to check on earnings. I've got let me go ahead and just erase these because you've got that from last week. And talked a little bit about dollar cost averaging. First Solar earnings were this afternoon. They basically, long story short, came out with earnings beat top and bottom. I'll just say beat top and bottom. And gave lower than expected guidance for 2021. Because of that lower than expected guidance, they sold off a bit after hours and have come back up slightly. So it's not totally selling off, but it was not a positive reaction or move for First Solar after hours. The guidance was more important, I guess, for investors, specifically because we're looking at, or most people I would think are looking at the same thing, and that's that Biden is plugging money into this sector and materials and industrials, I guess more materials where green businesses like a First Solar are going to benefit from. So thinking maybe some investors are at least worried that might not happen based on this guidance, but First Solar really isn't probably going to speculate on that. I would imagine they're kind of playing it smart, and things still have to go through legislation to get the next however many trillion plugged into the spending budget through Congress. And when that happens, the story changes, but we got to wait until that point. So really not much to say, just giving a little update and kind of going through a bit of earnings report on First Solar, so you're aware. Any of those of you who put on that trade? So I'll say the long-term play is still intact with once the new Biden government spending edge pancake Congress, Senate, all that wonderful process. That's that. So why would I not worry about putting on trades right now? Why not put on new trades this week? Because what's a fun way to put this? Reaction to some earnings. Oh my goodness. Some earning reports have been odd. Apple gave not huge, guidance numbers and beat top and bottom. And fell down from 150, I think. Yeah. Came back up slightly today, bounced off of this 142-ish support level, but what an odd reaction to company doing so well. And it really just boiled down to the fact that they still thought that chips were going to be tough to come by, but obviously they weren't worried too much about it because they raised their guidance and gave some huge numbers and crazy sales numbers once again. And then you look at Amazon, who lowered guidance. I guess I should say they gave lower than expected guidance, but that works too. They fell too after earnings. None of this makes sense. Of course, Amazon would fall for lowering guidance, but why would Apple fall? Same story with Facebook. Came out with great numbers, had good active users. Still fell. So because of these reasons, we're just dealing with a little irrational behavior that doesn't give us a good idea on a beat of a direction that the market's going to head. And therefore, why would we risk a new trade? It's difficult to find direction to follow. From earnings reactions. And that's really all that it boils down to. And yet here's the market up at all-time highs once again. It is nice that Apple bounced off of that point. It's nice to see Baidu bounce off of 153-ish, 152, the low of 153, all the way back up to 167 today. Still bearish, but what else we got? Facebook. This is the fall for Facebook from almost 380, we'll call it 378. Expect Facebook to come back and test the 50-day and this pivot point level here. Or, see the market kind of prop things up, and things that fell with a silly reaction will come back Friday or Monday, and new money getting put to work for the new month. It is a new month Monday, isn't it? Yeah, today's the 29th. So we got August 2nd on Monday. Could be, but once again, another reason why it's just nothing really makes sense right now. So it's one of those weeks, guys, and plenty of weeks to find new opportunities. So I'm still getting giddy with excitement and with looking towards our regular fall volatility time, see if things fall down in the fall where we can protect our shares and build up some more, cash our insurance in and build up some more shares to run into Christmas rally towards the end of the year. What's happened the last couple of years, what normally happens. So that's what I'm looking at, and just another let's be patient week. And looking forward to, I guess, joining you guys again Monday with Kevin coming out with a webinar, of course. We'll see you there. This is all I had for you today, and thanks for checking this out. If you were one of the ones that tried to log in this morning and didn't see me, again, apologize about that. Kind of a tough scenario to deal with, but we're good. Back on track, and I'll see you guys probably again next Thursday, and of course again Monday and Tuesday with Kevin. So take care, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye, guys.